We live in a world where wonderful exists. It's a wonderful world. The world is wonderful. Not only is wonderful the world in which we live, it's also kind and considerate and abundant in what it gives. There's an issue with that's found by some others who think a certain way. We have different mindsets. People believe that we have races. It's really not races. They have to use the visual to make that work. They make you see something that you don't see in yourself, making it difficult for you to see yourself in that which you don't see yourself in. However, it's just an illusion. You see a form. Another living creature is a form, just as you are. Spirits having a human experience. In this wonderful world, there are those who think like they think, and those thoughts that they think are about the very thoughts that eat them up. It's a trick. It's a form of deception, manipulation. I teach you to psychologically suppress a fear for those out there who appear like that there. Since you don't appear like that there as they appear, your thing is, yeah, okay, you ride that to support, to become part of your disposition. Now you ride that illusion. You ride upon that illusion. And there's a system in place for your brother. Regardless if they've lynched us, decapitated us, raped us, did all those wonderfully sociable things to us, because that was the only way they knew how to be social with us. Where did that information come from? Okay, be that as it may, we must go confidently in the direction that we choose. You know what is happening. You see it. The sad thing is they're doing it to you also. And then when you see it, you're ready to stand. I must respect that, regardless of how savage your attitude and behavior can become when things aren't going your way. You will fight. Fight or flight. Fight or flight. We have to learn to start talking, not with them that you guys did the insurrection towards. Hey, I have nothing against that. You did what you did. You were told to do that, but you gotta want to do that. You gotta want to do what you do, not because somebody above you or you think is above you or someone that you've chosen to understand, meaning to stand under. So you have to recognize that it's better to be fully developed before you self-sacrifice. It doesn't make sense. We can't sacrifice ourselves when we haven't even fully developed ourselves. Self-development is much more important than self-sacrifice. Before I can fight with your clique or your gang or your crew or your hateful whatever agenda, I want to know more. I want to know why. I want to know exactly what these people have done to me besides what I was told they've done to me, that I've never had a chance to see them do to me. However, I suppress this terror and fear of them, yet they haven't done jack to me. And if I did a little research coming from my Caucasian roots, I could see a whole lot of stuff that we did to them. Be that as it may, water under the bridge. We're still here. We can do so much more. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we handle them. A lot of things we cannot choose. We can't choose what's going on, happening to us and with us. No, we cannot choose that. However, we can always choose how we respond to that. The politic thing is, forgive me for saying, but I'm going to keep it on the eye. I have to be some kind of stupid to believe that this guy is going to do more than that guy said he's going to do. Because actually, he's not the team I want to be on. Competition, something we learn in grade school. Be the best you can be. I want to be on this side because this side supports what I'm about. But deep down inside, what am I about? Most of what I do and know was genetically inherited to me, came to me from my family. So what credit do I really get? You know, it's like when I say I'm black and I'm proud, or I'm white and I'm proud, or I'm Arab and I'm proud, or whatever you're proud. It's a genetic inheritance. You did nothing to gain it. So what are you proud of? Why not just we? Those who hate, those who date, and those who are not too late to wait for a date, and still patiently enough to wait. Oneness. 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 We could do this. Oneness. We could do this. All it takes is oneness. Oneness. We don't need a Democrat and a Republican to lead us. We don't need a church to tell us. See, the church is there to separate us. Religion. We separate people. We can't have you all thinking the same thing, because you might wake up and realize how wonderful you all really are, regardless of how anyone else's star shines. We got politics to divide people. We got a race, humans, just different variants, but they want to create or recreate mentally in our mind race to disconnect us. See, all race does is disconnects us. No matter how white you think you are or how black you think you are, you're still connected to what? To being a spirit, having a human experience. So you are what you are, but you can't allow yourself to be told what to think you are, because you already are what you are. Everything else is just a label you allow them to attach to you. With that being said, they say the greatest waste in the world is the difference between what we are and what we could become. Oneness. You can be my brother. You don't have to hang me from a tree. You don't have to get everybody in the village angry. You ain't got to get everybody angry. You ain't got to put me up in no tree. You could love me. Guess what? Learn a few things about me so you no longer have to doubt me. You see? And when you see, shout me. You know, you wouldn't have to be caught up within that of which is, and everything else would just be mere speculation. You could love me. Oneness. I don't care if you think you're white, black, blue, or green. It's easier to love me than it is to be mean. Being right is nowhere near as important as being kind. We could do this. We could do this. We could do this. We just have to. 1, 2. Courage is resistance to fear. Mastering it. It's not the absence of it. Let's respect our fear, but let's find out what our fear really, or our fears really are, and not place them on others. And with that being said, just gonna let that go.